Well, we are almost to the restaurant we're going to eat with them. So we'll get out, we'll let you meet them, and then he will answer that question. How do you spend time with God and make God the center of your life when your life gets busy? Because it does, with school, with sports, with college, with work, everything, right? It gets busy and we can miss God. So we're going to talk about that. All right, we are here at one of our favorite, pretty clean places to eat, Grateful Gardens. Is it
like one of the cleanest in town?
Is it heck of clean?
Wow.
Grateful Gardens.
Hey, if you're ever in Reno or Sparks, eat at Grateful Gardens.
Okay. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Free meals for life. Yes.
Dude, we would
change my life.
Greatly benefit.
Change my life.
All right, we're gonna go hang out with these folks. All right, he's about to eat. Do you know what you're gonna get?
I have only like 2 options I can choose from.
Which are?
I think I can't remember what they're called in there.
Any of the menu?
An unsweetened coffee, that'll be happening.
Oh, there you go. That's them.
That's
There
them.
they are. What's up?
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good morning.
All right, y'all. So we just finished having breakfast with these guys. This is Jack and Emma, and we had a great time. They're at one of the churches, Grace Church, here in our community, and we had a great time. We just hung out. What did you have for breakfast?
I had a paleo bowl.
That's right.
Yup.
And
Eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict. And what did you have there?
There's a lot of vegetables.
Vegetables for breakfast.
There's a lot of
Yeah, so they're going to answer the question, how do you keep Jesus at the center of your life when you have a lot of things going on, like school? So I'm going to let them answer that question, and let's do it.
Okay, for me personally, I think it's super important to prioritize relationships with other Christians around you. If you're doing a study group for school, but you're with your Christian friends, turn it into a little Bible study afterwards. You can feed off of their energy and their Jesus in them, and that allows you to maintain a better relationship with God.
That was wonderful. Great job. I think for me, what I like to challenge myself with the question of how do you bring God into things, I think for me it's just having that awareness that He's already there, that you don't have to bring God to places He already is, right? The book of Colossians tells us that in all things do it for the glory of God. And so for me, I just try to have an awareness, whether I'm doing homework, whether I'm at the gym, whether I'm hanging out with my boys, God's already there. And so it's just having an awareness that He's there, He's present, and usually that'll help my emotions and my mindset and my actions kind of just naturally align and have that Christ-centeredness that I think we're all looking for. At least I look for that every single day.
For sure.
Yeah.
Community is super important.
Amen.
Jesus is always everywhere.
Amen.
All right, so that was Jack and Emma, and hopefully that answer really helped you. Babe, anything you want to add to that would help them like make God the center of their life?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency over time is where you're going to see the results. And I think when we get busy, our priorities shift and we think that that's going to help us. I always think of one of my friends that I've had for a long time. I've known her since I was 18. And when she was in university at UNR, our university here in Reno.
Going to university.
You know what? Happy Christmas. So anyway, when she was going to UNR, she was in ministry school and going to UNR full-time and worked a full-time job. Her weeks were regularly like 100-hour weeks. And one time she had an essay to write, and she was in her upper level classes in her major. So she's not taking all the base classes anymore. These are the classes that are going to determine basically your career. And so she had an essay due for one of her courses, and she was really stressed out about it, but she hadn't like met God in the Word that day. She hadn't made time to even really be with God, talk to God. And she was getting ready to write her paper. It's like 10 o'clock at night. She's dead tired from work. She did ministry school during the week. She did all of her classes, and she felt God just kind of like speak to her heart and say, come spend time with me. She literally told the Lord, I can't. I do not have time. I have to write this paper. And he said, come spend time with me. And he just kept pressing on her. So she's like, fine. And she went and spent like 30 minutes with God, read her Bible, worshiped. But she said when she went back to her paper after that, she knocked it out faster than she ever had. And so I just want to encourage you. Sometimes we think throwing away church community, throwing away time with the Lord, throwing away all that stuff is going to add to our time. But actually it takes away and depletes you. And it takes away from your resources and your ability to effectively do your life. You cannot do your life without God. And so make time so that you can effectively do your life, because being in relationship with God is the only way that success happens for you. So don't let it fall by the wayside. I know you feel like you can't because school is overwhelming and sports is overwhelming and life is overwhelming. Then you're going to have to do the hard thing of going, I'm going to make time for this. And before you make plans with friends, and before you watch things on TikTok, before you scroll Netflix, before you do that, you go, I'm going to take 20 minutes and go spend time with God.
Yeah.
And watch how he makes up the time in your life.
Yeah, and just I made a video, and you can see it on the app. It's called 4 Things Like You Missed About Getting Close to God.
Yeah.
And basically it says this: you need to restructure your life around getting close to God.
Mm-hmm.
We try to put God into the structure of our life as opposed to
God is the structure.
God is the structure. So what do I need to do to work around me getting close to Him? And if you don't do that, then you are going to be like, man, I never have time, because you didn't make the time.
Yeah.
So I just want to encourage you with that. Something cool that's coming up in the app, and the premium version, is called Guided Times with God. So if you only have 10 minutes to spend with God, you can hit the 10 minutes and it'll just guide you through spending time with God for 10 minutes. 25 minutes, guides you through what you can do.
It.
So make sure you use that, and it's coming out really soon. So anyway, we love you guys. Hopefully this really helped you. If you don't have the app, download it. If you do, and you're not on premium, grab that, and then invite a friend. Invite a friend to be a part of what God's doing with this, and so you can love God passionately and live your faith boldly. Love you.